not at 11.
Okay, hello Internet. We are now recording for episode 151 of Enter the Dungeon, and that's important because that's the number of Pokemon in the first generation. So with that in mind, Andreas, how would you give the recap of what happened last time?
I don't know what happened last time.
We literally just discussed it.
I wasn't part of the discussion.
I was not part of the discussion.
Weren't you listening?
No.
So you were talking about something about Heracles or some shit.
No, before Heracles.
You were talking about something about I shouldn't be trying to speak without with the TTS, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that.
You guys are infuriating. Hope you know that.
I believe we bought donkeys.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the
bought...
extent of what I remember.
Okay, so here's what happened. Rayford tried to haggle to get donkeys and a cart for a cheaper price, and ended up falling flat on his face with that. And then Westben ended up getting them. We left on the donkeys and cart, talked a little bit, and then we ended up getting ambushed on our way to the next town by I don't even know what. There were some hounds. There were some like hounds of some sort.
Hounds.
I think there might have been some demons, and we ended up just barely getting away with our lives, and they kind of just left. So my theory is they just retreated after we killed a couple of them, and then now we're gonna find them later. That's my theory.
Oh, am I muted? Yeah, no, I'm not. I did notice something. They did smell our stuff and go into the forest, so they will definitely be back.
Yeah, they sniffed your donkey.
Disgusting.
And again, we are only using the word donkey for that sentence, and no.
No.
I mean, it sounds like if they sniffed a donkey, we need to kill the donkeys so that they don't have our scent anymore.
Well, they clearly already know how to find you.
I mean, maybe they do. Let's just run in a river a couple times to knock off more of our scent.
There is a river right next to you. Do you guys want to drive into the river, Bobo?
No, we're not going to do that. Oh my gosh. And you wonder why I like to torment you, Drew.
By the way, happy Pride Month, everyone.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, yes.
Chris, I made an illusion of high culture.
Huh?
An illusion of high culture.
I am high culture. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you guys are currently at the cart. I guess you're regrouping. Billy Queen says, well, that was unexpected.
Also, I'm still enraged.
Oh, joy. So that's going to be annoying to deal with.
Are you lashing out in rage, or are you containing?
Currently my eyes are red, and I am flailing trying to go into the forest. But it's like I'm slowing down, kind of. Half wanting to go, and half cursing in explicit beeps.
So right now you're half Tasmanian devil.
Yeah. Earth Mover, you want to take care of that?
Take care of what?
And he points at Westman.
I'm a bit like angry, like physically, like emotionally angry.
You was angry.
Mind you, I am a robot that is giving off vibes of anger. So I don't know how your character deals with that.
That breaks the first law of robotics.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it runs the risk of doing that.
Thou shalt not kill?
Yeah, kind of. Or a robot will not harm a human.
That's definitely not how we use robots.
And we have probably already done it so robots will automatically kill things.
Yes, a robot.
I'm sorry. What is the name of the robot race you're playing?
Peace Forged. That's
Yeah.
what it's called. Peace Forged.
Peaceful. Defense.
Oh yes, I'm a Peace Forge. Apparently.
Yeah. Just like how they changed it from the Department of War to the Department of Defense, this is a defense forge.
It's funny how our defense budget is primarily used to invade small countries.
Yes.
Look, we need the oil to support it. How else are we going to be able to stay the dominant force in the world?
Also, DOW just doesn't sound as good as DOD.
The DOD.
I don't know. POW seems to have a nice ring to it as far as we use it.
Also, DOW is already used in day-to-day life with the Dow, the stock market. So you want something a little different. So DOD.
Anyway, back to the session.
Bananas.
What's a session?
So, and Billy says, so
I
what
like
do you think those
trains.
things were?
Say what?
So what do you reckon those things were? Also, Ash, do you say that in character?
What? The I like trains?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Wait, do trains exist?
We can make them exist.
Hold on. Do trains exist in this world, Drew?
Chris, I'm gonna need you to make a history check.
Oh boy.
Even if they do, I'm pretty sure they weren't around when your character was in commission.
All right, black or white?
8. I mean, if you can have a race of sentient
Black.
robots, I'm going to argue that I
But
would
they're
say
not
that
like
yes,
robot
he would at
robots.
least have the ability to remember trains because they probably would have existed. Whether he
Right.
actually remembers them is a different story.
They're not like robots, though. Like
15.
they are organic.
So 12.
Yeah, with a 12 total, you're probably thinking about how, this process of moving along down the cart, and you vaguely remember gnomes having like a better process for like moving longer carts, not necessarily with animals, but you can't remember any of the specifics.
Oh,
So you more remember like, trucks than you do trains.
trucks?
train.
Really? Wait, trucks?
Well, not literally. It's just that,
Like Ford? No, I'm kidding.
well, I don't know who makes those 18.
Ford F-150. Hey, that could be what your body's running on is the engine of a
Oh
Ford
my
F-150.
Gosh.
Actually, more similar to an 18-wheeler truck is probably what he might be picturing.
No, he gets the he gets the engine of an 18-wheeler when he levels up high enough. It
engine
automatically gets
heart.
replaced. Yeah,
Anyway,
but for now it's just Ford F-150.
Perfect.
yeah, and it's probably, those thoughts that are able to calm you out of your rage after another 30 seconds or so.
Interesting.
Yep.
I'm kind of just gonna be nursing my wounds because that fight took a lot out of me.
So my character is just. So how long has it been since the fight? Would you say?
About 30 seconds.
We ended the session with them fleeing or retreating, whatever you want to call it.
So how far away is the thing that's flying currently?
It's probably at least 100 or 200 feet away by now.
So currently, my character is trying to pick up rocks and throw them at.
Okay.
Throw them at the thing. So can I roll? Is there any rocks nearby? And if
I mean, yeah,
even
there
if
would
they're
be
like
some-
boulders, even if they're like boulders,
Yeah, there'd probably be rocks nearby and the like.
rocks are okay. Let's talk how big the rocks are.
Well, you're next to a river, so there would be rocks of various variety.
Boulders.
Make a nature check. Actually, make it a survival check.
Survival.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a +3. Oh boy, we got a 19, boys.
With a 19 total, you're able to find a boulder.
Yes. Okay. My character goes to
Just
pick
one
it up.
boulder?
Yeah, you know how boulders.
Hey, Riley joined us.
Yeah, boulders are very territorial type of rock, so
Okay.
Yeah,
so
of course.
My character goes to pick up the rock and throw it.
Okay.
Mind you, my character's still enraged. And this should give me an advantage on a strength check.
Are you a barbarian?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Chris, you're able to throw it a pretty good distance, but you are not able to reach the flying fireman.
Well, how far does it go?
But wait, it's fire flying, so it's quad weak to rock.
That is technically correct, but
Someone give me a smaller rock so I can throw it.
I don't know. It makes it like 20, 30 feet.
It's out of 200.
Yeah.
It hits the
Your
trees.
character has the battle understanding to know that he's not going to be able to hit this thing with a rock. Not without like some sort of rock projectile machine, like a cannon.
He is a rock projectile machine, basically a cannon. Why do you think he's so big?
He is self-aware enough to know that this won't work.
He's enraged with memory problems.
But he can probably try to track the direction that the thing is heading.
Oh my gosh.
You just don't want us to throw rocks.
Yes, exactly.
You
I
can throw all
knew
the
it.
rocks you want, it's just not going to help you.
Help! This is oppression.
I'm being I'm being opposed. I'm being oppressed.
Being oppressed.
I'm dealing with sexual repression.
No, wrong one. Not wrong repression.
Okay, fine. Do you just want to start throwing rocks in a westerly direction until someone stops you?
Yes.
Okay, I guess you just start doing that. And you actually do see like some birds fly away from a tree.
I go to
Ooh.
aim it at the birds because they're the next target.
Okay, this time you can actually make an attack roll.
Yes. Okay, what's the damage of a rock? No, hold on. Never mind. I haven't need to. Let's see. It's for throwing. It's +1. This one's different.
No. Chris, just roll plus strength and proficiency.
Oh, frick, dice! Come on. Plus proficiency.
Yes.
All right. Ooh, 19.
Okay. And I guess roll damage 1d4 plus strength plus your rage damage.
Okay, 1d6 plus 4. That's 4 plus 4 plus 3.
11 damage.
Yeah, with 11 damage, you knock like a medium-sized bird out of the air, and that's probably what rouses Gordon from his coma. He's like, fresh poultry.
I'm here.
Yeah.
And you see an angry bot.
Wait. Angry bot. Launching projectiles. Birds. Angry.
Yeah.
Birds. Falling. Angry Birds.
Oh god.
We just recreated Angry Birds in D&D.
Is there a pig? Is there a pig somewhere?
There's a Hell Hound right next to you.
Gordon's gonna wake up and be like, "Oh, animal killed," and hit it. If that's
If
allowed.
Gordon just woke up on the road, like 12 miles from his last known location. Clearly a fight has just happened here, and his first impulse is just to, I guess, do something.
Whack a dog corpse.
Yeah.
That is the way of a fighter.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules.
Okay. So what do you want to do with this large waterfowl?
Wait, water?
Waterfowl.
Waterfowl. That's foul.
Wait, isn't a fowl a bird? I thought I was gonna get
I
hung.
thought that was when you punched someone in the middle of a swim meet.
I didn't. You know, I've never actually done that.
I thought it was when you hit the ball in such a way that like it wasn't quite a strike, but it was still not proper in bounds.
I thought it's when you take 3 steps without dribbling a ball.
What's this
Oh, yeah,
to do with
yeah.
water?
Oh, water polo.
I thought that
I mean,
was...
I'm just dribbling water out of my mouth. Okay.
Yep.
Wait, but I thought that was carrying the ball
Anyway.
with your hands.
Yeah. So there's a Hell Hound in front of me. Is that what you said?
Dead one, yes.
They're a
Dead one. Oh.
Yeah, so Riley wakes up on this donkey wagon, surrounded by his party. A fight has just ended. You see a hellhound to your right that's dead, and then like 15 feet in front of you, there's this downed bird and an angry Westman just throwing rocks all over the place.
I'm gonna jump on Westman's back and be like, hey, dude, I'm trying to sleep. Please be quiet.
Okay, would this be animal handling?
Maybe?
Yes. Yes, it will.
Death to all enemies.
I rolled a 3, so I did not do very well.
Okay, so how do you suplex him, Chris?
That should
you
be
know
a
what?
strength check.
This is likely what would happen. I'd pick him up and throw him.
That should be a strength check.
I don't know, man. You got to play.
Oh, he's already he's raged too. So.
Yeah.
And it's gonna keep going for another 3 minutes, if I remember correctly.
No, it's
3
1 minute
minutes.
total.
It's 1 minute total.
It's in 1 minute total?
Yeah.
Yes. So probably.
Okay, then we
about,
got
like,
10 more seconds.
Yeah.
This is just enough for me to jump on your back. And
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I was gonna say maybe Westman's approaching Gordon with the axe raised, and then his rage ends. Oh. Well, never mind. But anyway.
Oh. Where am I?
What?
You were just about to give me money.
What happened to the things chasing us?
Chris, you probably still remember what happened while you were raging. I guess that's up to you if you want to go this character route, but maybe we could discuss that later.
We can, yes.
Because there's something called reckless. When you're raging, you're something like you could do that. Is that? Do you have to be enraged when you?
I have that. I have what is it called?
Reckless attack.
Do you have to be
Yes.
enraged to use that?
I believe so.
Yes.
So maybe you can't remember reckless attack.
Oh! What?
Just threw one of my metal dice at my computer,
Oh, dang.
my laptop.
Hold on, I'll be right back. My
What-
mother is
what'd you
calling
get?
I rolled a d4 I got a 1.
Okay.
But
So, Andreas, what do you guys want to do from here? You've kind of won the battle.
Loot? Question mark.
So there's the downed hellhound, there's the downed bird, and then there's the boot that Westman got from the fiery man.
Gordon would
Oh,
like.
that's
to
right. We didn't down either of the sapient things.
Nope.
Okay. Here's my thought process. Ooh.
Does
Okay. So Hellhound heads probably go for a pretty penny, right? Say
Yes.
I want a tooth from the Hellhound.
Okay. I'm just going to start chopping off. Actually, how hard would it be to skin a Hellhound?
Would you like me to?
Because that would be pretty cool to put on my mantle place, or that might actually be useful for magical stuff later.
That's certainly durable. So, doable. So here's what might be in question. So there's, meats, furs, but also magical components here. So, but you could also theoretically carve this pelt in such a way that it could be used as the basis for a cloak of fire protection.
Ooh. I get the meat.
Not bad, not bad.
You get the fur, and then whoever gets the magic.
Well, the fur itself is kind of magical. You just have to do it right.
It's like dying and decaying, right?
I mean, it was recent. It's freshly dead.
Okay. But no, aren't
Oh,
hellhounds,
so you could actually skin it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'll do everything, but I thought hellhounds were mummified almost, or
No, they're just fire dogs.
Oh, okay.
Like an Arcanine.
Yes.
Okay.
Whenever I think of hellhounds, I
More
immediately
like
think
a
of
Hound
Black
Doom.
Ops. I immediately think of Black Ops zombies, those hellhounds.
Okay, so how do you want to go about doing this?
I can chop it up in different ways.
Yeah, so this kind of feels like it would be
Survival?
Yeah, related to that, or like a cooking check almost.
What did we say cooking was?
Well, in this particular context, I feel like whatever you're doing is dexterity because you're trying to carefully cut off the fur. It almost feels like a sleight of hand check. Are any of you proficient in that?
I am not. Oh, don't I have something like around the checks your saving throws?
I'm back.
Okay.
Are you good at sleight of hand?
Yeah, which one of you has the highest dexterity?
It
Not
was me.
Not you anymore.
I have a 14.
Okay. Andreas, how's your dex doing?
How's my dex? Plus 0.
Okay, still?
Yes, because I said I was going to increase dex here. Wouldn't intelligence be a better idea? And I agreed.
I think would you let me do survival?
Okay, yeah, you can do survival, but it would take longer as well, I'll tell you.
Okay, I have a +7 in survival, so I'm gonna roll survival.
Yeah, so what does this process look like for Gordon as he's trying to get this magical fur off?
So Gordon rolled a 15. Or no, he didn't roll a 15, he got a 15 total.
Okay.
So he's just gonna take one of his cooking tools.
Yep.
I'm gonna say like an overly sized knife and just kind of like take the skin off first, and then get all the guts out, and then move and like put the meats in one pile, the fur in another pile. He takes off one tooth, puts in his pocket, and then he asks to Rayford. Is it Rayford or Rayford?
Rayford.
Rayford. Okay. Rayford, you want the head? You said.
Okay.
Yes, I would like the head.
Okay. Yeah, with or without the skin?
With the skin.
Okay. I do not take the fur off the head.
Okay. That actually goes a long way in your favor because that would probably be the most difficult part to carve, but yeah, so with a 15 total, it's not exactly a hack job, but it's also not as good as you would have wanted.
Okay.
You realize that you're going to need to find a way to stitch up this fur a little bit if it's going to be used as a magical cloak. And let's see, you accidentally do break open the stomach as you're trying to remove it, so some of those acids fall on the other organs.
With a 15?
Yeah, but other than that, you are able to get some pretty good stuff out of here.
Okay.
So you're able to get the partially damaged, cloak that you could just get repaired somewhere, and you're able to get Wow, those are actually pretty big. So you're able to get out of it what looks to be. Actually, I need to check something.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that you're able to get about 25 pounds of dog meat out of here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, these I think I may have underrepresented how big these things are, but they're pretty sizable. They're like small horses almost.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They're about 120 pounds and about 4 feet long. Or 4 feet high rather. So yeah, Gordon could totally ride around on one of these if he's ever able to catch one.
Gordon is intrigued.
Yep. And now, I guess, Rayford adding to his weird head collection, which he for some reason has.
I like this.
Now has one intact.
Wait, does he show it? Does he show his collection of heads?
You've seen me with my collection of heads.
Oh, right. Also, this creature, it died of acid damage, so that's also part of why the outer cloak's a bit beat up. But anyway. So yeah, you now can add 1 fresh doggo head to your collection.
Yay!
That was an innocent doggo. He was a good boy.
Are you sure?
I have fresh doggo head.
I debate
have-
the definition of innocence.
Yeah.
Currently, you're giving us.
Don't elves have pirate heads?
I mean, can you really make moral judgment on a dog like that?
I
Yes,
guess
you
if
can.
you really want to, yes. And 2, they don't have souls either way, so I guess you can't really be moral about it.
Yeah. Well, who's to say hellhounds don't have souls?
Actually, hold up.
Me.
They're in hell, so I guess they do.
Yeah, you remember the old children's book, All Dogs Go to Hell?
That's all cats go to hell.
No, I don't remember that. It was the one that I had was all dogs go to Tartarus.
Well, what about the ones that guard the front gate of Hades?
Tartarus.
Cerberus?
Because the thing is, they're all living in the underworld, so they had to go to Tartarus initially.
It's like way beneath Hades. It's estimated that as far as the Mount Olympus is from Earth, is Tartarus from Hades.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because Hades was just like just went down to the pound one day in Tartarus and picked them up.
Is that how that works?
That's what I'm going with.
Okay, that works.
That's my personal headcanon.
Anyway,
There's just a dog shelter down in Tartarus, and every once in a while, Hayes just goes down there to pick up a couple doggos. When the previous Kerberos dies, he just gets another one.
Huh. Anyway, so you guys, I guess, are able to dust yourself off. You've got some harvested remains of Hell Hound, and then just some loose remains that I guess you can toss into the river, or just leave where they are.
Toss the bones in the river.
It may be too late to look for this. I wanted to see if there was anything identifiable, like a collar or anything to that effect, on the Hellhound, to see if we could get some lead as to who those individuals actually were.
Yeah, if you're looking over while Gordon is butchering it, you do find a collar.
Okay. Does it have any writing on it?
Yes.
Is it in a language that I speak?
It's not in a language that you speak.
Can I make an informed guess?
Oh boy, let me check. Is it written in Infernal?
I'm assuming it's Infernal, but I don't know if Earthmover knows what that looks like.
Earthmover probably doesn't recognize Infernal, but is he showing it around to like, hey, can anyone read this?
So, yeah.
Oh wait, I have the translating glass. I will hand that around to see if anybody knows it, but if not, I have a backup plan. But yeah,
I mean, I've heard Infernal spoken. I don't know if I can read it, but I've definitely heard it.
Gordon knows gigantic and gnomish for some reason.
Oh no, it says I can speak, read, and write. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can read what it says.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, Rayford probably please hold.
Are you going to DM it to me?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
Also, it doesn't. I got a feeling that it doesn't matter what I say. You guys are just gonna double check it because y'all don't trust me. Rightfully so. Oh God! No, you did not. Oh no. Yeah, so I see what it says, and I just what I do is I just look at it, and my face just goes, just all the blood leaves my face. I start trembling, and I
dude.
make a movement to throw it in the river.
Is this Ryford's? Is this Ryford's dog? So I stop him before he does it. No,
yeah,
Ryford.
I'm gonna slowly start to become catatonic. Just pure terror written on my face.
Speak. What does it say?
He's Yako's hound.
What did you say?
That's. I'm just in full blown anxiety attack right now.
Also, Ash, I have a question. In character, how do you say that?
Easy Hyogo.
Okay, so do you say it the way that you used to have it be your name, or the other way?
The way I used to say it.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I try to say it the proper way, but because it's kind of infernal, it doesn't exactly translate super well.
Well, the proper
so
way
it's how I was calling myself.
Well, the proper way can be spoken in common. Gordon accidentally said it once.
Yes.
So this
but
is
if I do it,
are you going to self-censor here?
Hmm?
Are you going to self-censor here, as it were?
Yes, I'm self-censoring.
Okay.
Because to say that name, that just draws attention, and you don't want attention.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess you all heard Rayford say that.
So
I mean, you thought, well, only one of you responded and said you didn't quite hear it. So I'm assuming none of you quite heard it. And right now I'm just catatonic.
Well, so you were going to throw it in the river. Gordon stopped you and insisted to hear what you said, and he's got a pretty good perception, so he probably would have heard you if anyone did. Okay, I'm going to say that only Gordon heard you.
Especially if you said it the way that how you were called, Ichiyoho. So I'm like, your dog? You don't remember your own dog?
And I just shake my head.
Something's not adding up here, buddy. We're gonna need to know. Hey guys, this is Ichiyoho's dog. So he killed his own dog, apparently. But he's shaking his head no, so.
HMMMMM.
HMMMM.
Why would you kill your own dog?
Yeah, does Earthmover have any reaction to any of this?
I mean, I am the one who sought out the thing, so yeah, I want to know what it says.
Oh, wait, did you not hear what Gordon just announced loudly?
I feel like I would have heard him the first time, is my point.
Yeah. In that case, yeah, so you... Yeah, so even if you didn't hear Rayford say directly, you definitely heard Gordon repeat it.
Right. He doesn't seem keen on repeating, no?
No.
All right.
I'm
just
having an
gonna-
anxiety attack right now.
Cool. I'm just gonna walk up and take the collar back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see how the glass does on it.
Okay.
Does it also have a phone number on it? So, like, if found,
I was
please
hoping,
call?
yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Something like,
on the
please
wall.
return this dog to location.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
I just chopped this guy up, didn't I?
Yeah. So, Andreas, when you activate it has an official name, the Hang Glass of Comprehension,
Okay.
it's beginning to translate it, but you're having trouble understanding what it's saying. Like, it translates it directly, but it's almost like your brain is having a hard time comprehending this. You realize that it is the word, Easy-ho, but it also at the same time isn't. It feels like it's supposed to be pronounced slightly differently, but it's also kind of, breaking your mind a bit.
Huh.
So you do take 3 psychic damage,
Amazing.
but you do feel it kind of burned into your head, kind of like the way the image of the Raven Queen was. So now you feel like you could pronounce this name if you want to.
Cool.
And it's definitely slightly different from how Rayford used to introduce himself.
Okay. I'm gonna just internalize that later. Does it say anything else? In particular, does it say like where to return dog if found? ?
No, the most direct translation would just be Easy-ho's hound.
Oh, okay. From when they attacked, did the hound kind of approach with any one of the 3 like sapients?
No, they just sort of ran forward and attacked the wagon together, and they both targeted Rayford.
Okay.
And Billy Queen does look over, see the collar, and just kind of nod.
What's he nodding for?
Nice dog collar you got there, Earth Mover.
Yeah.
Guys,
Quite the name on it.
guys, are we thinking that that Billy Queen might be the BBEG in disguise?
No. Why do I have a sequined glove?
You found it in the stronghold.
Oh, that's the second time I've asked that question.
Yes.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wear it.
Okay.
I was gonna say you should just sell it.
Well,
Wait,
I'd like to point
okay.
out that
Okay,
it
now,
is for
okay.
human-
Important question.
Yes,
In the next town, can I buy sequin underpants?
probably. But anyway, yeah, like
Okay, good.
you do stretch it out a little bit, but you are able to make it fit since it was for a human.
Awesome.
But yeah.
I think I also just realized I don't think my like fancy hat or coat are in my equipment list.
You might want to have those. Yeah. And Billy Queen just kind of nods and says, well, I guess that explains who the hound was.
Yeah, Billy, can you read this, or was he like looking over my shoulder?
Well, I don't know how he'd be doing that, but
I don't either, but it begs
under.
asking.
He's looking under your shoulder, more likely.
Importantly, was he looking through the lens or not to make this assessment?
No.
Billy, you can read this?
Yeah, it's written in Infernal.
You can read Infernal?
Yeah. Had to for a job I was doing a long time ago.
I can understand learning to like speak it. You had to learn to read Infernal?
Yeah.
Why?
Suffice it to say, I used to be involved in some, demon hunting back in the day. As you do.
Wait, does Billy Queen happen to have any hit songs?
Like, he has a number of hit songs. Like, Andreas, how would you tell us one of the names of one of Billy Queen's hit songs?
I absolutely will not be doing that.
Well, it's okay that you don't know any. This is like an ad-lib activity.
No, you misunderstand.
Is one of them by any chance Piano Rhapsody?
Sure.
I think you mean Rhapsody for Piano in D.
I feel like I'm about to
No. I mean Piano Rhapsody.
I'm in hell. I was adding an additional one, which is Bach and Toccata. No, I guess that's in G, not in D. I'm sorry.
Wait, wasn't he the guy who made Sicko Mode?
In
what?
D minor?
Anyway,
he made Sicko Mode.
Anyway, he's written mostly like, ballads and stories about great heroes.
The Tale of Billy the Hero.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't written that one. That would be, a bit.
Or actually, we didn't start the Fat Bottom Girls. Did you write that famous song?
No.
No.
Ash, you can't just stick together song titles from Billy Joel and Queen.
Sure, I can. That's where I got Piano Rhapsody from.
And anyway, the reason why he's following the party is because he's writing songs about you guys. And he does seem to be writing something down.
Oh, cool. He's writing about my anxiety attack. Good to know.
Yeah.
He's writing about how we fucked up.
Okay. Well, that explains a lot, at least. So, Rayford, you know why these dogs were sent after you?
Still panicking.
Rayford, try breathing.
Excuse me.
Well, anyway. Does anyone else want to do something?
I'm scared.
Yeah, but in character, how are you feeling?
Who's character? Rayford?
Chris, are you paying attention?
Partially.
Try actually.
I mean, I'm looking at benefit plans.
Andreas, are you paying attention?
Vaguely.
What, can you try?
I mean,
He said, "Yes."
How's the Mountain Dew?
not present.
Okay, good. You didn't drink it all.
No. I have 4 12-packs of it. I didn't drink
exactly.
it all.
Jesus.
Drink like
Okay.
3 or 4 a day.
So, do you guys want to get back on the road then?
Yeah, I guess so, because we can't do anything.
Yep. And probably taking the collar with you, you guys are able to pack up and start heading down the road in your donkey carriage.
I mean, we could just lie. If it ever, something bad happens, you'd be like, "Oh no, we didn't kill it. We just found it." Like this.
Yeah, lying. Why didn't I think of that?
Last time I tried to lie, I almost killed an entire village.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, Drew,
So,
what if I could have just destroyed the entire village?
no, you couldn't have.
I bet you I could have. I pulled an Itachi really quick.
Anyway.
Good God.
So yeah, you guys were able to travel. After a few hours, the day ends. You're able to make up camp. Unless you guys have anything specific you want to do, we can just fast forward through that. You probably have dinner or something. Is Rayford still panicking?
No. Like after being on the road for like
hours,
15 minutes or so, I do calm down.
Okay.
So we're gathered around a campfire. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Rayford, or whatever his name is. You kind of checked out earlier, and we know we kind of vaguely understand maybe why, but what's going on, dude?"
Well, it's my old master, you see. He's tough. We'll go with he's very harsh.
Is that why Is that why you got a different master?
He enjoys torture.
Oh. And will that go for like everybody? Because I didn't kill a dog.
If you wanted to rise in his ranks, you have to get close to him. Get close, and you get tortured. So the higher in the ranks you got, the more you were tortured. And you got more power too.
How tortured were you?
How was I tortured?
No, how much torture did you have? Or did you go through?
Let's just say this. There weren't many who were getting more torture. At the height of my power, there weren't many getting more torture than me. But it didn't feel good either. I think that's part of why I stayed in the tower for so long. It was harder for my master to interact with me there.
Well, what do you think he would do to somebody who kills his pet?
Well, if he found out, it would not be good for you. We'll go with that.
For me. As Gordon says, as he's being very tired, I didn't kill the dog. And then he goes to sleep.
Earthmover did.
Yes, what would you say is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear?
Yes.
Probably my greatest fear, DM, jot this down, would probably be meeting my father and have him being a really strong bad guy.
Oh my goodness.
Now imagine that fear, having to deal with it day in and day out for decades.
I do.
And multiply it by 100. And now you start to understand the torture that I dealt with.
Man, if I didn't even know my dad, if I found out I had 100 of them and they were all really bad guys, ooh.
Wait, so should the final boss just be 100 Gustos?
100 Gustos?
Yeah, just running at Gordon. Should that be the BBEG now?
Dude.
I mean, you can make it so that is how the BBEG ends up manifesting. You can make that.
Gordon's father ends up becoming his avatar since Rayford can no longer do it, or whatever.
He has like a mirror image, but like keeps on casting. Like each one of his mirror images keeps on casting mirror image, and it's just
Mirror, 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 mirror,
Pretty much.
mirror. Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
me and my
yeah.
buddies in a different campaign, we stacked haste 4 times on somebody.
I don't think you can do that.
Well, so I hasted him. Somebody else hasted him as well.
You're not supposed to be able to be under the effect of the same spell more than once at a time.
You said it's up to the DM.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
anyway,
we did the math. He was going like 600 miles an hour.
Nice. Yeah, but anyway,
Oh boy, that's not good.
So anyway, you guys were able to, I guess, go to sleep and get all that wrapped up. Next morning. Oh yeah, but Riley. Anyway, yeah, I guess you guys are able to get back on the road the next morning. Andreas, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you just hadn't said anything in a while, so. Like, you know how this game works, right? Like, you're able to engage with it and interject and participate in the discussions.
Kind of.
Wait, what?
Okay, so anyway, Riley.
Sorry.
You do have a nightmare that night of being chased by 100 versions of your father, and they all look like a cross between that really old gnome and Rayford. That's what it looks like in your dream, but your dream mind understands it as supposed to be your father.
Because it's the old gnome that I almost killed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wake up and I wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Just don't go back to sleep. Just
At 3 a.m.
Oh,
You made it halfway through the night. Wow.
nice.
It's okay. Just another 3 hours until the animatronics stop trying to kill you.
Dude, that movie's gonna be so bad.
And Rayford probably has another dream of him being back in the tower. Earthmover, of course, dreams of...
The tower was my sanctuary. I'll take that.
Not really.
It was... I mean, yes, but also it...
You were
like,
put you were put there by the other Easy Oho to keep for a specific reason for hundreds of years.
Yes, but I also wasn't getting tortured as severely while I was there.
Sure.
We just went over this. No, I'm not.
You were being constantly attacked by creatures in there. He might have repressed a great deal of that, but fact is, it was probably a torturous experience.
Yeah, but like not the torture that my master was giving me. Like that torture was scaled down.
Possibly.
Unless my mind is just so broken that I don't realize that, which I'm also okay with.
Yeah. And okay, so the next day rolls around, and I guess you guys are able to get back up, break down camp, and get back on the road. Now for the
with max health and all the spell slots back.
Yes.
Yeah.
But things have still changed. So anyway,
can I cry?
I guess so.
Okay, I start crying.
After a few more hours of traveling, and I guess Rayford crying for part of it, you guys are eventually able to approach the city of Rosesword. And this town looms before you, a cluster of small buildings. And you see gnomes moving about it with purpose and efficiency, carrying out their various tasks and projects. Some of them are using some sort of weird, whimsical devices to move things down the street, while others are relying on just their own natural ability to pull carts. And you smell the scent in the air of oil and smoke and gunpowder, and you hear the distant sound of hammers clanging. And here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are able to realize as you're approaching this town that this is a gnome town, and the average height of a building here is only about 5 feet tall.
Ah. Wait, the average height of a building?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think the only one that is shorter than the buildings is the child.
Yep. And you
Everybody
see
else is 5 foot plus.
Yep, and you see some town guards begin to wave you down. Halt!
Hey, people.
Yeah.
Hello.
Very short people. Who are you, and what is your business in Rosesword?
We are the Stone Movers. We were hoping to go to Cloudforge.
Stone movers. Is that like the rock shovers?
What?
I don't know of them. What do they do?
You haven't heard of them? Well,
No.
there's a lot of tales going around about the rock shovers. Apparently, they're discovering ancient lost treasure all over the world.
Oh, well, then yes.
Yeah. Apparently, they discovered some lost dwarven citadel a few months ago.
No, this is sounding like you've just got the wrong name for us.
Huh. You might be right.
Because
Well-
that is too suspiciously close to something that is true about us.
Okay.
Wait, did you guys single-handedly beat up a bunch of, like, vampires that were swarming a city in Galway?
They were zombies,
Yeah.
not vampire. There was a vampire.
By the way, does Earthmover get out of the wagon for any of this?
No, he's just kind of he didn't. He doesn't even like. I'm assuming it's a covered wagon.
Did you guys spring for a cover? I don't think you did.
So it's an open wagon
Yeah, that's what I was picturing.
for long distance travel.
Well, you might have had... Okay, yeah, you probably have, like, a canvas cover for it now that...
A wagon.
It doesn't seem like something that would make sense otherwise. Like, oh no, it rains. What are we gonna do? I guess die of hypothermia.
And you were going to do that.
On this,
Hey,
on this
we
several-day
can
trip.
camp out. We can be under the cart. That'll provide us something.
Ah, yes, in the mud. Great.
It's better than getting rained on.
I'm not.
Or
sure what it is.
we could also just burrow our ways into hay bales.
Okay, so why are the rock shovers in Rosesword then?
We were told that we could get from here to Cloudforge, which is our ultimate destination.
And he kind of nods and he kind of scratches behind his head for a minute and then resumes his decorum. You're looking for Dr. Key.
I suppose so. I wasn't told a specific individual, but we were told that there was means to get to Cloudforge from here.
Okay, well, that might get a bit complicated. Her house and operation is over at the south end of town. If you just follow this road down, you'll eventually spot it.
Okay.
So just be careful. Please don't run anyone over.
No promises.
No, I don't need that to be a promise.
Now, I've heard some stories about a self-painting paintbrush. Is that here in the city?
Well, I've heard of such stories, but I don't know if we have any of those here.
Do you know where I could find one?
You might want to ask around to the more magical parts of town. And then he finally looks over at Westman and says, all right, soldier, I take it that you're in charge of this little operation and you'll make sure that the rock shovers go where they need to go?
Yes.
Very well.
Oh my
I
god!
would like to pull the man who says rock shovers aside.
Yeah.
Put some
Go
respect
back
on
and,
my name.
Hey, how many rock shovers does it take to throw a man off a bridge?
Well, it depends on the size of the man and the size of the rock shover. I mean, how
Zero.
large the rock
I
can-
cut him off. 0. He falls over on his own. And it's
I don't get the joke.
and stone movers.
Okay.
And they walk away.
Soldier,
What was that?
Soldier, please keep an eye on this child. He seems very disturbed.
I start to spin my dagger in my hand.
Hey,
I'd like to
Will do.
roll performance to spin the dagger in my hand.
make a performance check, buddy.
I got a nat 1. Yes, I
Yeah,
wanted
he-
to roll pretty badly.
You know, I'm gonna say that the knife flies out. You don't hit anyone, but the soldier's now drawing his weapon. Whoa, what's going on here?
I dropped it.
No. The knife should just clanked into his armor.
Well, no, it went flying, but it landed in the road harmlessly.
I'm not saying it hurts him. I'm just saying he just gets hit by the knife.
No,
Go
shut
first.
up,
You need to
please.
get me worse situation.
Yes. I go and pick it up. Be like, oh, my bad. Sorry.
Do we need to confiscate your weapons?
That's not a good idea.
That is not a course of action that I would deem necessary, nor, with all due respect, probably feasible.
Well,
If you take our weapons away, who's going to protect everybody?
I will. That's my job.
You can't you can't protect anybody.
And you see him sheath his sword, and he begins to produce something that kind of looks like a notepad, and he begins to write something out. I am citing you 1 silver piece for disturbing the peace and threatening an officer of the law. And he hands that to Gordon.
I'm not a citizen here, so I don't have to pay that. Plus, I don't believe in taxes and government.
So I immediately put my hand on his mouth just to stop him.
Okay. Thank you, soldier. You'll make sure that this young man pays his fine?
Yes, will do. He must be, and plus I will be reprimanding him for the consequences of going up against the law.
Excellent.
Oh, no. Is he going to list off 50 different things to me? Oh, no.
It's like to imagine, like, as he's driving the cart down, just, like, keeps going reason after reason. And I will be alerting the other guards about your presence in the city, stone movers.
Do you know why we're collecting artifacts? Do you have like any idea of why we're doing what we're doing?
To grow in power and to learn more about the world?
Absolutely not.
Well, I assume. Wait. Do you show him? Wait, actually, back up a minute. He probably asked. Wait, do you show him the paperwork that you're allowed to be here at any point?
Did he ask for it?
He hasn't yet, but now he's beginning to grow a little more suspicious of you. Also, what are you doing in this country to begin with? I know you said Cloudforge, but how did you get in?
So, I say on government on
We walked
on a
in?
government mission. I report to the others.
Very well. And so these 4 are here under your authority?
We're under a higher authority than this individual. This is more like our liaison or something.
Guide.
Well, he's clearly in charge of this operation.
In charge of the group of us? No. We've known him for like days.
He's the highest ranking member in your group, and he's clearly driving this cart. I assume he hired you?
Yes, I am the one in charge of these people.
Absolutely not.
Well, soldier, it's
Well,
on you to keep them out of trouble then.
Will do. I will make sure they will keep respect to the utmost highest.
Isn't he the only person present that doesn't wield the power of a plane?
Yeah.
Yeah. He literally could not control us if he tried. I just want to make that clear. We are here for our business, which he is abetting us in, but that's not the power dynamic involved.
Yeah, I think that you should show a little more respect for a high-ranking Warforged soldier like that.
We were accosted elsewhere. I don't even think we were. No, we were accosted in a different country by him. Right? We were in a different, we were in a different country.
Yes,
and he demanded our possessions from us. So with all due respect, no, I don't think I'm going to show him respect. Sorry, Earthmover would have been saying it this entire time because he's still not convinced of its sapience.
Even though you saw it angry earlier?
I saw it replicate anger.
Today.
Yeah.
You inclusive.
I do believe it could be a possible explanation for it.
Yeah, what are Westman's pronouns?
Definitely seems like a they them guy.
It seems like an it, to be honest. I don't know, actually.
I mean, it could be an it, yeah.
Because I guess it doesn't...
Do you even have official authorization to be here, Mr. Stone Mover?
I'm just going to pull out my documents.
So I also... Oh, actually, hold on. I'll let you do your thing.
Well, I suppose this appears to be in order, but you better not cause any trouble around here.
We're literally trying to stop an otherworldly being from destroying the plane and enslaving it. So, I mean, we have our goals. Trouble isn't among them. We are trying to do something good.
Quick question. How interconnected are the planes?
Wheel.
Like if
Wait, what?
Like
I don't completely understand the question.
If one plane were to be destroyed, what would happen?
That would probably have severe cosmological consequences for the other planes. Especially since all that substance has to go somewhere.
Well,
so would the other planes just get destroyed? Would the other planes then end up getting destroyed in the process?
No, but if you were to actually destroy a plane, all the rubble from that plane would probably be spread out throughout the rest of the planarverse, and they're not exactly like gravitationally connected, but they are. But it's not completely unlike that either. So you would basically be throwing other planes out of orbit.
In particular,
so they're spiritually connected. Got it.
The prime material plane is in the middle of the cosmological wheel, so it would have the biggest impact if it was literally destroyed, but that's not actually, like, it's not being destroyed in that sense. It's being destroyed in the sense that, like, mortals are going to have a much less hospitable time existing.
Oh, anyway, I guess you're clear for entry here. I think that you should show a little more respect to authority, Mr. Giant Man.
Listen, I don't have a problem with authority as a prince, like on principle. I have an issue with authority that doesn't seem to understand its purpose.
Hey, our authority here has tremendous purpose. Our rule has kept us independent for millennia.
And that's perfectly well and good, but we are literally just trying to go to a place. I recognize, kind of like gesture to Gordon. I recognize your reason for trepidation regarding us, but this seems like an unnecessary level of hostility.
Well, you're strangers in my town. I have to make sure that you don't pose a threat to the locals.
See, that's profiling, and that's xenophobic.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Your purpose is to protect people, why am I more likely to cause harm to the town than any other halfling, or than like a halfling or a gnome or something? You seem particularly perturbed by the fact that I'm large.
Well, you might accidentally step on someone, and plus, you're probably Look, even the few humans that we do get here, they're usually not your size or your pigmentation.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see any like work animals around?
A few here and there, like there's the donkeys that you rode in on, but
Well, sure. Besides that, I'm saying like what manner of transportation and things people seem to be using. What manner of animals, beasts of burden,
yeah,
seem to be the norm.
Yeah, looking around, you do see a few other donkeys at work, especially on the outer parts of town. You see some people appear to be riding on large dogs. And there is one horse in the distance, not a Hans.
A Hans.
No.
Okay,
But
so
I want
literally
Hans. Why can't I have Hans?
all of the equines in
Hans.
the area are taller than all of the buildings. I just want to clarify that. That's just true. If the average building is like 5 feet tall, then all the equines in the area are taller than most of the buildings.
Yes.
Okay. So I couldn't step on them. I'm not like 10 feet tall. They come up to like my hip or something, or like maybe a little bit more than that. I'm like, what? I'm not taller than the buildings by like more than a foot. I'm a short Goliath.
No.
How tall are you?
I'm like 6 foot. I'm like a short Goliath.
Yeah, that's a foot taller than all the other buildings.
That's a foot taller than the average building. It's not big enough to step on the buildings.
No, he's worried about you stepping on the people.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
And yes, this is profiling.
It is. It's xenophobic. It's profiling. I will not stand for this. What's your badge number? No, I'm not going there.
Oh yes, this city at the center of a very isolationist country is being profiling against the huge guy. Who could have expected that?
I'm not saying it's unexpected. I'm saying it's wrong. Those don't need to be coincident.
Yeah. It's just that Earth Movers, you take a very almost arbitrary stance about when you're going to call out NPCs for being wrong, it feels like.
It's when I feel extra inflammatory.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, chaos is the greatest.
I don't always exercise my like indignation, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Anyway, do we have an understanding?
Yeah.
All right, good. We wouldn't want to have to arrest you.
All right. Okay. All right.
And of course,
I'm just gonna scoff at him.
And of course, Master Warforged, you know that you can access the barracks if you need anything.
Apparently, he does not.
Anyway, if I hear of any news about the outsiders causing trouble, you'll have to answer to me. Is that understood?
Is he speaking to us, the outsiders?
Yes.
Okay.
Very well, then. You're free to go back about your day.
He thinks he could do anything about us. That's adorable.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we're looking towards the south side of town. We're looking for a house that he didn't describe.
You said that you'd recognize it when you see it.
Yeah. How big is the town?
I mean, it's a medium-sized town, but it's also like gnome scaled, so.
I guess I'll ask the question this way. Can I see the south side of town from here?
Not immediately from here now.
What if I stand on the cart?
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's of course it's garbage. I'm the one rolling. Should have asked someone else to roll the actual die for me. Perception's not going to be a big plus, is it? No, that's a 7. So no.
Yeah, with a 7, like you're able to see over, like most of the houses and everything. You are able to see every so often that there is a building that looks like you can go inside of, but you can't necessarily recognize from here which specific house on the south side of town you're supposed to go towards.
All right, well, southward bound we are, I guess.
Yep. And while following the yellow brick road, you definitely attract a lot of attention. Yes. And to clarify, Billy Queen's just remained silent throughout all of this, just kind of watching it go down.
Remind me what race Billy Queen is?
He's a gnome.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh. I have always pictured him in my head as a halfling or like a human. That's so strange.
But he does wave at some people.
Like he knows them, or just like in a friendly way?
Just kind of like a wave.
I'll rephrase it, but in like a knowing way, like not like a. Does there seem to be recognition in these waves, or is it just like a hello person wave?
Mostly it just seems to be like a hello person wave.
Okay.
So, isn't this a lovely town, Earthmover? I love coming here.
Yeah. Well, I would say when in Rome, but that would probably involve me going inside at some point. Also, what's Rome?
I don't know. You're the one who said it.
Yeah.
So, sounds like we're looking for Dr. Adrian Key. Well, we should be able to see her house pretty easily when we get there. Not that I've ever actually met her personally, but
Have you been here before?
Well, I've been to this town before. Unfortunately, didn't have a chance to see the great professor.
Do I know whether or not he's from this country?
No. You know very little about this man.
I'm gonna pry. Yeah. So you've been to the. I guess this is kind of like the center of the country-ish, right? Because Cloud Forge is like a big deal, and this is like the way to get to Cloud Forge. So I imagine this town is like decently bustly in terms of like somebody's.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. Why were you here before, out of curiosity?
Well, I was taking a visit. It was my first time in the country, and was able to find an alternative method to, explore a little bit.
How's that?
Well, let's just say I didn't exactly go through all the official channels the first time.
Would this have anything to do with your hunting?
Well, I can't completely say that one way or another, but what I can tell you is that in the past few hundred years, this place has changed in some interesting ways, but also held to a lot of traditions.
Wait, official channels for adventuring?
Well, for traveling into the country. Remember how you had to land and declare yourself and get official permission?
I see.
Yep. But it's nice to say some things were going on back then that made it pretty easy to slip through the main border with Galay.
Is he talking about the war?
Well, that war happened 1,000 years ago.
That was 1,000 years ago, okay.
Yeah.
This was a few hundred years ago.
Well, he didn't say specifically.
Well, he's only a few hundred years old.
Yeah.
Was there a coup or something?
No, nothing like that. But I'm sure that, as you know, Galay wasn't always Galay.
Does Earthmover know that? I mean, nowhere was ever always somewhere.
Exactly.
So that's a very nebulous, useless statement of fact, but it is a fact. Sure?
Yeah. Yeah, now you get it.
No.
Also, Andres, I want to establish that Billy Queen is not an idiot. He clearly, in character, is being intentionally aloof.
Oh, no, for sure. I understand this.
Yeah.
That's believe me, that is not lost on me.
Okay.
I am actively prying right now.
Yeah.
And he's being evasive, and I'm.
Well, and anyway, but yeah, I've been all over, and it's actually born near the 50 Mile Woods.
Wait, didn't he seem like super nervous to exist in the 50 Mile Woods?
He intentionally drove the carriage around the Feywild, so.
But he didn't seem happy to be in there at all. Unless I'm just remembering that wrong. But I seem to recall him just not liking being near the forest, let alone in the forest.
Well, he made it clear that he didn't want to step foot into the 10-mile Feywild section. So, yep. Yeah, used to go to and from the Great Tree all the time.
Are you wanted in the Feywilds?
Hey, I'm wanted all over the place.
What?
Yeah, a lot of people want me.
I mean governmentally, like as a criminal.
Well, criminal may not be the right word, but suffice it to say there's a lot of Fey Lords that I no longer wish to obtain the attention of.
Whose name did you steal?
Oh, don't worry.
What did you do?
Don't worry, Billy Queen is not, and as far as I know, was not the name of any sort of Fey Lord. But it's also not my original name, so you got me there.
Oh! Of course it isn't anymore. You stole it.
How do you steal a name?
You were the one dealing with Faye. Don't ask me.
Okay, I can guarantee you that I did not steal a name from a Fey Lord. That I can promise you.
Not from a Fey Lord.
Yeah, that I can definitely promise you. That's specific enough.
Oh.
Look, how many people do you think are out there that are called Billy Queen?
I mean, presumably not many more than one.
Exactly.
However, that doesn't mean the number started off at 1 and wasn't you, and then didn't change from being 1 when it became you.
Well, I mean, maybe a lot of parents name their kids after me.
That doesn't explain how you got your name. You weren't named after you. Especially considering it's not your original name.
Yeah. Well, is Earthmover your original name?
Shantai Lithmoriana is.
Shantai Lithmoriana. Oh my god, what a name.
I mean, that's everything around Earthmover. Earthmover is... Culturally, we get our middle name changed, and it's just what we go by. Like, that's based on our accomplishments, our feats, our services to the tribe.
And we all know that Rayford isn't his original name.
Yeah. To be fair, we don't know if what he was called before was.
Exactly.
How does he even know that in the first place?
Because you used to go by Easy Oho around him, and now you're going by Rayford.
I don't remember meeting this man ever.
Well, he remembers meeting you.
Didn't he show up after we killed the gold dragon?
Well, it was a brass dragon, but yeah. Yeah, Gerald is the gold dragon.
That's what it was.
And no, you did not kill Gerald.
Dang it.
Yep.
Oh,
And so
man.
anyway, I'm glad that settles that. And by the time this conversation wraps up, you guys do make it to what seems to be a very unique-looking house. And outside of it, in a fenced-off area, is this thing, and it looks like a boat, but that's weird because it's not in the water. It's got some...
Well, I mean, for our group, I guess it wouldn't be that weird.
And it does seem to have some sails, but also like some sails that jet out sideways from the side of the boat.
Is the boat big enough to put a me in it?
Yes. Ah, there's the famous sailor. Ash, thank you for those flying sound effects. Those were very nice.
Sorry.
Would have expected
No,
nothing
for
less
real.
from the Space Force.
Yeah,
He has them on. He has them ready to go.
exactly.
You know.
Steve.
You know, space, where famously there is wind.
Exactly. Well, you know, Carmen lines and all that.
I mean, there's solar wind, but that's like very not the same thing.
Yeah, but you can sail using that.
Not with a traditional sail, but yes.
Floor sailing. So, yeah, the professor and her husband should be inside there. I've got some other business to attend to, Earthmover, but I will catch back up with you.
Is that Billy saying this?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
The guard followed you this entire time?
I wasn't sure if it was just like some receptionist at the house or something.
No.
I was making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Have fun, Billy. You are
Thanks.
a more vexing individual every time I speak to you.
Thank you.
All right. I'll let you take it that way, I guess.
Yeah. And I'll tell
I'll
you,
let you take it.
you're becoming something of a modern Duron. Or a modern Delvu, if you prefer. And once again, I feel the need to reiterate that does not mean that you literally have to become the sun.
Yeah, because I don't want to do that.
Anyway.
I enjoy having my feet on the ground.
And so do you guys approach the house?
Do we what?
Approach the house.
I thought you said purge.
Wait, do I recognize a house?
Purge the house. Purge
No.
the house.
Yes, actually, you do recognize this house a little bit. It's got some pretty unconventional architecture. It's like 3 stories, but it seems like the 3rd story hangs out further than the 2nd one.
Weasley house.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, Rayford, you do feel like you've been here before. And you know that there's this thing that you can do with this house and other houses as well, where you put your knuckle to the door and you move it back and forth.
So, I'm gonna go knock on the door because I'm actually a little curious. What do I remember it from? Like, actually, I don't. I can't really say that. I don't remember it, but like, it's familiar.
Yeah, like you feel like you've definitely been here before and probably met the inhabitants.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go to knock on the door.
And you hear a woman's voice cry out, "Come in! You might as well!"
Oh. So I go to open the door.
That's fine, it's not trapped.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're able to open the door and walk in, and actually, this house has a 6-foot clearance. So Earthmover, you can go in, but you'd really have to crouch.
Oh, and I
Yeah.
definitely have to crouch.
Yeah.
I can
Do I
walk.
remember crouching?
Yes. A little bit.
I'm able to walk through, but I do duck my head a little bit just to be sure, even though
Yeah.
I am shorter than 6
And
foot.
when the woman sees Westben, she's like, sure. I suppose you're here to arrest me too? And this woman, she seems to be going to town on some alcohol.
Oh, please rephrase.
But going to town just means that you're drinking a lot of it.
Yeah, I know. Just
And like the area, it seems to reek of dwarven ale. And Earthmover, you see that she's got some other stuff set up on her table, including one thing that you recognize as giant vodka. What? You gotta say I'm disturbing the peace of my own home, Warforged?
No, we got accused of that already. Hello, ma'am.
We being invaded finally? Sure, might as well.
No, I'm here to get to Cloud Forge.
Ah, right, Cloud Forge.
That's
Well,
what
guess
we're
what?
here
No one's
for.
getting to Cloud Forge if I have anything to do with it.
Why?
Wait a second.
You folks aren't fucking from around here, are you?
No, I look at me. No.
I'm a little.
Any of you want to
Do I
drink?
short circuit a little bit, or not short circuit?
You probably are very confused by this interaction. Yeah, anyone want a drink? You, human man. Want a drink?
Who is she pointing at?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Here, take one. That
No, you're a child.
I drink it. I drink
child.
it.
He looks
I
25 to me.
I would
No, that is a child.
No, I drink it.
No. I was no. I'm getting in the way of you
I do
getting
not let
it.
the child
I would
drink.
like to make an athletics check to get it.
Everyone is contesting you.
I'm better than all of you at dexterity.
I don't know what human drinking laws are now. I'm not gonna get in the way.
Okay.
No.
Okay, Gordon, if you want, you can make an athletics or acrobatics check to slip through. And Earth Mover and Westman, you can get tested with athletics at disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Think about where you're in right now in the room.
Oh.
I got a 19. I have a +7 to athletics.
Yeah, well, I've got a nat 7. So I'm thinking that's a no from me.
Yeah, in that case, yeah, you're able to get the drink. Yeah,
And I scarf it down.
Now there's a man who knows how to party. We might as well, right?
Another.
Sure, why not?
Do you have to make a con save?
This one's fine, but the next one you will. And
Right.
You see her reach for like a bottle of wine. You know something? Martin got this for me 100 years ago. We were gonna drink it for our anniversary in a few years, but looks like that's not gonna happen. She says as she begins to open it.
Whoa.
What? You got a problem?
Yeah, you gotta pour some for the rest of us.
Oh yeah, of course. You got your own glasses, or I think I've got some more. And she stands up and starts stumbling over. Oh right, host things. What are your names and whatever?
My name is Gordon.
All right. And she starts taking out wine glasses very wobbly and starts setting them out.
It sucks that your husband's dead or died or whatever, but time to party.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Do you think you can trust? You think that you'd be able to trust? Am I right? After this long, you understand what I'm saying, right?
All too well.
Damn magistrates in there.
You wanna go beat him up?
If I thought that would help, I would have beaten him out of prison 6 months ago.
Do you want us to break him out of prison?
Don't know what good it would do.
True.
Made me promise not to pull any stunts like that, even though we could fly away in the Cloud Sailor. I mean, after all, why would he have done that? He would never have killed Amanda. Despite his problems with the woman, he respected her.
Does he hate women like I do?
Whoa!
I'm just kidding. I don't say that. I don't say that. That was just a joke. That was a joke. That was Riley doing a Chris Marte impression.
Oh my gosh! Wow. So you think I hate women? No, they just avoided me.
Anyways, sorry. Continue.
And she's like pouring some very fancy elven wine. So anyway, you get the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nothing left we can do about it except just give up. I guess.
Well, we're gonna need to use this place to sleep.
Unless Martin shows up. But he's not going to do that.
Martin?
Martin,
Wait,
you know.
hold on. Does that trigger anything?
Yeah, when you hear the name Martin in relation to, Dr. Key and then Leon, that also starts sparking up some more memories.
Do I start smoking? No, I'm kidding.
No, but yeah, you
Do
know,
I start smoking?
actually. Yeah, like these names begin to feel familiar, but it also feels kind of wrong. Like you feel like you've been in this house before, but like this woman didn't live here. And you feel like, maybe you knew someone named Professor Key, but it wasn't like this Professor Key.
Huh. Interesting.
Yep. Yeah, you'd think that 300 years would be enough to help the guy out, but no. Just goes missing the day his best friend is falsely arrested.
Wait. What? How does my character react? I don't even know how to. How would I even react to that? Oh my gosh. So I say,
well, piece together what information you just got.
Is it? Hold on. I'm trying to think. Is it? Are you talking about who I think you're talking about?
How am I supposed to know who you're thinking about? Anyway, yeah. Also, Elfman, Goliath. You guys want a drink or not?
What do you have?
I got some elven wine here. Got some dwarven ale. This stuff's called giant vodka, apparently.
Giant vodka. Amazing.
Yeah. They say it's apparently extremely dangerous for gnomes, but whatever, am I right?
Hey,
Elven wine. Is it from the High Elves?
I don't know if the elves were high when they made it.
The high? Do they even have weed? Wait.
They do.
There's more than one way to get high than off of weed.
You're like crack.
Crystal meth, They skip the weed
caffeine
straight to meth.
No, I'm gonna get some.
Okay.
Oh no, not more drugs.
Go right ahead. After all, it's not like we'd be able to get Martin to show up anyway.
Did you try clicking your heels 3 times?
Okay, fine. She starts hitting her feet together. I don't know what that was supposed to prove.
Somebody, please.
They're so weird.
Please have him just show up, just out of the blue now.
Nope. Yeah.
Please. Can be too good.
It's not like I could single-handedly go over to that mine and drag him out, as if there's any guarantee he's down there.
If you pay us substantially, we'll do it.
And she seems to be looking around for a bit and begin to her mind is still very foggy. Wait. You said you were here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you want to go there? And she just points upwards.
Sure.
Oh. Well, that's the problem, isn't it?
According to you?
Yes. I've grounded my flight operation.
Like why?
Because they took Leon.
Who?
Who's Leon?
Who's Leon?
My husband.
Who?
Where is Leon?
Why'd they take him?
They thought he killed Amanda, but he didn't.
Who?
The person that was killed violently.
Who killed her?
When?
No one knows, but it's certainly not Leon because he was with Martin. Pay attention.
Why does his death preclude you from going up to the Cloud Forge?
I'm
No,
confused.
he's still alive. They haven't executed him yet.
Why does his apprehension preclude you from going to Cloud
Because he
Forge?
was wrongfully arrested, and I'm not supporting this until it's figured out.
You could just get over it.
How is this in any way getting back at the town? They don't get revenue from you taking them up, do they?
I'm striking, preventing people from getting up there who want to get up there. They'll have to take a balloon or something.
You're just being a nuisance to people that are not at fault for incarcerating your husband.
Well, then they better go unincarcerate him, won't they?
I don't have any legal power here. I am not a citizen.
Well, sounds like you should go find Martin.
What? How would Martin help?
He's the only one that can confirm Leon's alibi. Pay attention. I said that 6 times today. Possibly not to you.
Well, then it's not my fault, is it?
I don't know. You look like you have large ears. So, maybe you can hear through walls.
I'm gonna pop the roof off of this building, I swear to God.
And I pull Earth Mover aside, like, hey, Earth Mover, she's already kind of accepted her fate here. If she dies, nobody's really gonna notice. You just want to put her out of her misery and just like ransack her.
None of us know how to pilot the vehicle, and it seems like the only reliable way up. No. Where is Martin?
He's in the mine.
Where's the mine?
You said you didn't know if he was in the mine.
Well, I'm pretty sure, like 90% certain. It's my only hope theory.
And why haven't you gotten Martin?
Too
or
dangerous.
told the police to get Martin?
No one's willing to go down there. Apparently it's dangerous and flooded with aberrations. I think that this is all a conspiracy to kill my husband, though.
I feel like, considering the fact that Amanda is already dead, whoever would have been conspiring to kill your husband would have just killed your husband. If they had the power to kill Amanda to get him into this mess.
They wanted it all clean, so they killed Amanda with his gun, I think.
I'm so confused.
He has a gun?
This is too confusing for me.
Yeah.
Why? Is he in the military? Why does he have a gun?
It was... He kind of built it himself.
Is that legal?
I mean, he got special permission for all the work we did.
On the boat to get up to Cloudforge.
Well, and on Cloudforge itself. I mean, after all, you know who you're talking to, right?
Vaguely?
Dr. Adrian Key? You know.
Yeah, I know your name. That is the extent of my familiarity with you.
There you go.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything of your accomplishments or contribution to CloudForge, but yeah, I know your name.
I made the propulsion system for the city.
That's kind of a huge detail.
That's actually quite important.
Yeah, that's impressive. Let's go find Martin, I guess. Let's go beat up some aberrations and find Martin so he can go up.
You'd do that for me? You'd save my husband's life?
I literally, honestly, just want to go up in the air. If this is the route by which this needs to happen, then I will do that.
Hey,
but
if you can do that for me, I'll give you all a free ride up there. After the alcohol, does the system thing and goes out.
I mean,
as the system thing goes out. Wow, that's a phrase.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Where's the mine?
Yeah. You got a map?
Do we?
Yeah. Whatever. And she goes over and starts going through some papers, takes out an atlas, and she literally just rips out a page of it. Yeah. And she starts drawing some circles. All right, we're here in Rosesword. And then she points a significant direction southeast. This is Soul Mine. You don't need to go as far as the city of Soul Mine. Don't worry. You'll need to go about 20, 25 miles-ish to a somewhat connected mine over here. And she circles on the map.
Cool.
Now, allegedly, when a bunch of aberrations took the place over, they somewhat flooded the entrance, but, vagrants and the like get in all the time.
Great. And Martin is there. Why?
No one knows. All we know is that he disappeared the night that Leon was arrested. But that was his main hiding spot all these years.
Wait, what if your husband actually, what if your husband... Yeah. No, yeah, that is the correct order of words. What if Leon and Martin both killed Amanda? What then?
Well, then we question Martin, and we at least have a closed answer one way or another.
No, I mean, will you reopen your boat?
That's, as we say in the business, that's a bridge we'll burn when we get to it.
Please don't burn the I guess in some way metaphysical or metaphorical bridge that is the boat. In any event,
can I burn?
Any of your connections to the local police, in particular the guy that's currently working the front.
No, that guy's cool. He's the only good one, I think.
I'm going to disagree with you thoroughly, but I think...
Wait, was it the sergeant you met?
I have no idea.
Okay, probably not.
He seemed very self-important and concerned with the fact that he had a rank and that we did not, which is...
Well, were you respected his rank?
No, because it means nothing to me.
Well, anyway, we'll talk politics later. Just go save my husband.
Yeah.
And she passes out on the table.
Okay. Worse than Fitch. All right. Shall we?
Okay, good.
My brain was a little fried there, so I couldn't think. My brain was still trying to think, but it kind of broke.
We're going to the mines to save Martin so that Martin can confirm the alibi of Leon so that Leon can be not killed for killing Amanda, because he didn't kill Amanda, in theory. So we're off to the mines.
All right. And we can probably start on that mining expedition next time, since it's already 11:30. But until then, I've been your host and dungeon master, Drew, being joined by
Earthmover
and
Gordon.
Or
Westpan.
Because
Yes.
till next time. Also, do you like those different conjunctions I was using?
Kind of confused me, but yes.
They didn't fit.
Yeah, they worked well enough. They make grammatical sense.